So the way that I look at a gait cycle in a very binary fashion is describing it as either having a pusher or a puller type of gait. Starting with what we want, or the optimal situation here being a pusher gait. What I mean by pushing through your gait is as we step from ground strike into another toe off, we're getting into full foot plantar flexion and then big toe extension as we kind of push into hip extension. With this pusher gait, we'll notice that it's more propulsive and it's more springy. There's almost like a bounce effect to your gait, and your strides are momentous. They tie together very well. Conversely to that, and what I see a lot in the athletes that I work with, is what I call a puller gait, where we kind of swing through the hip flexor, kick the leg out, heavy heel strike, and then pull through the hamstring. So it's very choppy and it's very disconnected from stride to stride. With this puller gait, what we often see consequential of that is fibrotic or tightness in the hamstrings due to excessive concentric action as they're pulling the body or pulling the center of mass forward. What we want to do, from there, what we want to do is take a look at how that's affecting the contralateral side of the torso or the core. So when we get stiffness on this hamstring and we're not effectively using that glute muscle to push into hip extension, what happens is that QL, typically on the contralateral side, starts to kind of lock up and preserve that hip. So ultimately what this does is it restricts the ability of the hip to glide as we're going through our gait cycle. So this pusher versus puller concept with the gait cycle can have, really significant impacts, good or otherwise, and it's something that I strongly suggest looking into with your gait analysis and your athletes.